specifically for fighting movements, whether it be grappling or striking type movements. So what we like to start out with is a drill that's six different specific movements that we go 1 minute for each drill. And you want to do this for speed. That's the only reason you're doing it is for speed and endurance. So the first one we're going to start out with, go ahead and lay down, Jeff, is just basic arm bar movement. So your partner is going to stick one hand up into your chest, plant both hands over the arm, plant the foot. I spin like I'm taking an arm bar. Right away I let go of the arm, come back up, plant the hands, spin, right back up. And once I get going, I want to go at a real fast pace for a minute like that. Next one we do is the elbow escape. Now I'm laying down. My partner's across me. He stays up and leaves plenty of room for me to move. One arm or both arms are on one side, legs on the other. I plant the foot just like a regular elbow escape, scoop my hips out. He plants the hand across my body, hops across. Plant my hands right when he lands, scoot out, plant, scoot out. Once I get to one end of the mat, I have to turn around, come back the other way. The main thing is right now for demonstration purposes, I'm going slow. But this person has to be moving quick, and right when he lands, I'm scooting. So you can see, it's specifically for fighting. I'm moving as fast as I can up and down the mat when we're doing it for endurance and speed. Next movement is arm bars from underneath. So I've got my opponent in the guard, or my training partner. Puts his hands here. All I have to do is grab his triceps, and I'm going to spin just like I would be if I was passing the leg to take an arm. Take the leg off, spin to here, each time passing the leg and raising my hips up. This works really good endurance and muscles for the arm bars, as you can see. Next movement is spinning on my opponent's back. Just like wrestling, go ahead and put your hands on the mat. Generally what we like to do, every time we pass the head, we like to be controlling it with our hands. Spinning around as we go. One thing that he can do to help me out is as I come around, he sticks his arm out, stops me from going one direction. I'll go back the other. Next movement is key locks from underneath. He posts his hands. I want to come up on my elbow and my foot, back down, just like I'd be going for key locks. Back down, back up, for a minute straight. The last minute drill of the initial 6 minutes is on our feet, where he'll throw a jab. I'll shoot underneath the jab, pick him up, set him back down. He throws it. This over and over and over for a minute straight. I'm going to give you an idea of how this goes when you put them all together. Remember, you want to do a minute of each one as fast as you possibly can for as many reps as you can for each minute. I'm going to do about 5 to 10 seconds of each one. So we start out with the regular arm bar, spinning, coming back up. Right when I come up, his hand goes into my chest. And then we'll go to elbow escapes. And you want to do these as fast as possible. Scoot, 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 and then back the other way. Once you get to the end of the mat, and then elbow or arm bars from underneath. And you want, this person here should be doing a lot of cheerleading. Going go, go, go. Telling you what to do. Spinning, taking the arms. And then we go to spinning on our opponent's back. Pushing on the head. Different directions. Then from there, we'll go to key locks. Arms posted, coming up. Then picking our opponent up, shooting underneath the jab. For a minute straight. All right, now the next 5 minutes of the drill is working knee on the stomach on a dummy. If you don't have a dummy like this, you can just do it on a small cloth heavy bag, works fine. One thing you want to do generally is wear gloves when you do this, whether bag gloves, mixed martial arts gloves, something to protect your hands when you do it. What I want to do is make sure that I'm moving a lot. It's the whole object. Keep moving so that when you fight, you move a lot and exhaust your opponent. Starting out with planting the hand on the throat, legs on the body, good base. Striking, generally I like to throw 3 strikes when I'm doing this training and move. 3 more strikes and move. So that way you're moving constantly. Your legs are getting a great workout when you do this. Your arms are getting a great workout. Your lungs are working really hard. From here I can switch it up, hand on the throat, step into the top of the head, bring the other leg around, knee on the stomach on the other side, striking, step around, hopping across, running around. For 5 minutes nonstop. The next 5 minutes of the endurance drill, you're going to want to put a pair of gloves on. Make sure you've got hand wraps. You should probably have your hand wraps on before you start any of the drill so that you can start right away after you're done with the knee on the stomach drill, going to a heavy bag. When you go to the heavy bag, you want to be throwing in punch and kick combinations nonstop for 5 minutes, as hard as you possibly can, as fast as you can. The whole point of this is to exhaust yourself. You want to feel worse when you're doing this drill than you ever think you possibly could in a fight. That way when you're fighting, you're not thinking about being exhausted, you're thinking about your techniques and how you can win the fight. So the next 5 minutes, the third set of 5 minutes would be the heavy bag routine. And now your fourth 5-minute set will be hand fighting. So your 16th through 20th minute of this will be with a partner, and you've got to remember that you've already gone through 15 minutes of hell pushing yourself as fast as you possibly can. So when your partner comes in for the 16th through 20th minute, you're already exhausted. He's fresh. He can push you a lot further than you could if somebody was doing the drill with you and was exhausted. So you want a fresh partner at this point so they can almost mentally break you. But what you're both obviously doing in hand fighting is both fighting for inside position, underhooks, things like this, getting angles, snapping into front headlocks, half shots to the legs, popping into arm drags into the legs, things like that. We don't want to go all the way to the ground during this, but we're just constantly fighting for inside position, hand fighting, wearing ourselves out. So we're going to go ahead and go through that a little bit, just to let you know. See, I'm always weighing on his head, trying to tire him out, cutting angles, and he should be doing the same thing. If I'm exhausted at this point, him tugging on my head, a lot of times I'll be getting pulled down like this. Just trying to stand up straight at the 16 through 20 minute mark is pretty tough. So we're battling half shots, snapping it down, controlling the head, hopping the legs, body locks. Good.